Today is September 30th. I'm Haley Ellis.
And I'm Tamara Lloyd. Welcome to another edition of the Titan TV News.
Today we will meet sophomore Katie Harris, a champion golfer.
And we'll check out some highlights from last night's performing arts show. Let's get to the news. Golf isn't a very common hobby for teenagers, but sophomore Kaitlyn Harris is a national star. Reporters Michaela Godoy and Christina Satnikova have the story.
Sophomore Kate Harris travels the country pursuing her passion, golf. This past summer, she attended the Optimistic International Golf Championship in Florida, just one of the many tournaments she plays a year. Harris is currently nationally recognized as a 222nd in the country standings for the class of 2019. She has many other nationally organized and personal accomplishments.
Over the summer, the very beginning of summer, I went to a NorCal Leadership Academy for the first tee, representing Greater Sacramento, and I basically spent a week in Pebble Beach in Monterey, California. Basically, I just played tournaments like almost every other day or close to every day, and I played this giant qualifier to where I qualified and shot a specific score to go to Florida in the very end of summer, and I spent a week there at one of the nicest resorts, and I met so many people from around the world, just giant international tournament, and it was just such an honor to be able to like go to these things because I've learned so much, just not about golf just in general, but like about who I am as a person.
It all started 10 years ago when Harris started golfing with her family and immediately grew a love for it.
I started golf when I was around the age of 5. I really my dad went out to the driving range and I came with him, and I was like, okay, let me just try some, because, smacking a thing around, what little kid wouldn't want to do that? And then I just started picking up golf clubs, and I was like, I really like this game because it's so unique, and there's not a sport close to what it is or like makes you feel the way that golf makes you feel, and the nerves and the pressure, and I feed off of it. I love it.
Competitive golfing is not as simple as it looks, but Harris, who can now drive the ball 240 yards, loves the sport. On average, she golfs 5 to 6 days a week, starting right after school for 2 to 3 hours a day.
I just really love golf because I love how it's just so individual. Like other things, you have to be in a team, and it's a big team commitment, and I love being on a team. Like high school golf is the one chance that is ever given me to be on a team. But being an individual, like if I mess up, it only affects me, and I have to learn how to like fix it, and it really increases like how I think. And then just like if I have like a trick shot, I have to know that, and it comes at me in like a different form when I'm not golfing. It helps me in different spots, not just on the golf course.
In the future, Harris wants to attend the University of Southern California for golf and eventually wants to become a professional golfer. Her family, friends, and coaches believe in her dream and support her every day. Christina Satnikova, Titan TV News.
Choir, band, and dance got together to hold Sundown Lights Up show in the amphitheater to help support Measure D. Reporters Angeli Pham and Andrew Diodorf were there to get the highlights.
Last night, Antelope's entire performing arts department joined together to create Sundown Lights Up. The show was held in the outside amphitheater to raise support for Measure D, a measure that would give Antelope the funds to finally build a theater. The performances from band, choir, dance, and drama were stunning, and a demonstration of Antelope's strengths in the performing arts. Here are the highlights from the night. Tune in next week for more information about Measure D. Angeli Pham, Titan TV News.
Haley spoke with choir instructor Jennifer Fulkerson about the upcoming fall choir show.
The choir concert is next week, Wednesday and Thursday, being held at Wood Creek High School. The concert starts at 7 p.m., doors open at 6:30. Tickets are $5 in advance. You can just come to the choir room and buy them. They're free with students for ASB cards, and then they're $8 at the door. We're featuring show choir, baritone choir, treble choir, and some small groups performing.
Reporter Matthew Richter got in touch with College and Career Center advisor Megan Gowdy about the upcoming Military Academy Night.
So Military Academy Night is coming up on October 4th at 6 o'clock p.m. All the military academies will be there from each of the different branches. So we'll have West Point Academy, Air Force Academy, U.S. Naval Academy, the Merchant Marine Academy, U.S. Coast Guard Academy, and a representative from Congressman McClintock's office will be there as well. And the Air Force ROTC program will be there in addition to all of those great opportunities. So basically the night will be each of those representatives will talk about their different schools, and we'll get to see a video that involves each of the different branches, and then there will be time for questions and answers later. So if this is something that you're interested in, definitely attend that night. Military academies are hard to get into, and there's a lot that goes into that process, so it's a great place to learn about that.
Now over to Mauricio Miranda in the Sports Corner.
Good morning and welcome to the Sports Corner. I'm Mauricio Miranda with this week's Titans sports news, so let's get to it. The varsity football team hosted Ponderosa High School last Friday, defeating the Bruins 48-21 to improve its record to 4-0 overall and 1-0 in the Capital Valley Conference. Reporter Martin Delgado was there and has the highlights.
Last Friday night, the Titans hosted the Ponderosa Bruins in their first Capital Valley Conference game. The Titans were putting their 3-0 season on the line against the Bruins. The Titan defense had a big part of the night, stopping the Bruins when needed, only allowing 21 points. Here we have junior Cameron Warren chasing the Bruins quarterback Scott Martin for a loss. Senior Elijah Dotson, who had 12 carries for 165 yards. Here Dotson takes all the way back for the Titans. Senior Devin Dye, who had 8 carries for 52 yards, scores a touchdown for the Titans, giving them the lead. Junior Gabe Thomas picks the Bruins quarterback and takes it to the 25. The Titans beat the Bruins 48-21 and improved their season record of 4-0. Martin Delgado, Titan TV News.
The football team travels to Oakmont tonight, so make sure to come out 7:15 to support them. The girls volleyball team hosted Del Campo Cougars on Tuesday. The Titans came out on top. Reporters Jordan Bartholomew and Michaela Godoy were there and got the highlights.
The Titans were victorious in an intense match, winning 3 out of 5 sets. Here, senior Rebecca Doan scored a point for the Lady Titans. Here, the Lady Titans rallied to win the set. Michaela Godoy, Titan TV News.
The win improved the Lady Titans' record to 10-8. In other sports news, the boys water polo team traveled to Roseville, losing to a tough team, 14-1. The Titans are still looking for their first win of the season. That's all the news we have for this week in the Sports Corner. Have a great weekend. Back to you, Tamara and Haley.
That's all for today's show.
Another month comes to a close.
I'm looking forward to October. That means pumpkin spice lattes.
Have a great Friday, Titans, and an even better weekend.
I want to shout out David. Every year his nose gets bigger and bigger, and it's really beautiful to watch. And I'm Brian. I just want to give a little shout out to my homie, me and Corker right here behind the camera right here. Oh, look at that. My homie Jacob Sickle, my homie Carson White Landstep, and my best friend Hannah Grace Swanson, and trying to tell awesome teachers out there. Peace.
Shout out to Elise, Casey, Cindy, Jackie, Brianna, Rachel, Amy, Maddie and the camera person and my best friend Sammy. Hello, Titan TV. I would like to take this delicate time to shout out my favorite friends. Serena Lee Korea, Ivan Arredondo, and of course the man behind the camera, Thomas D. Mercurio.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to Ashley Salazar, my stepsister, and I love her so much, and I want to give a shout out to Jeremy Coberlin because I love the school. And yeah, thank you. I'm Nancy Landeros, by the way. Hit me up.